People remember the island. They forget the man came first. Before the private jets, before the guards, before the silence, Jeffrey Epstein began quietly. In the 1970s, he taught mathematics at a private school. No degree that fully explained the position, no long record. Still, the door opened. Someone trusted him. That detail matters. Students described him as calm, focused, observant. He listened more than he spoke. Soon, he left teaching. He entered finance. There was no clear path, no public list of clients, no early success story. Yet, money appeared. Apartments in Manhattan, connections in high places, invitations that did not make sense. Epstein did not show wealth loudly. He displayed access. Politicians, scientists, executives. People who rarely shared rooms began sharing tables. He asked questions. He remembered answers. By the time people noticed his influence, it already surrounded him. Then came the island. Little St. James. Private, guarded, owned through layers of companies. Visitors arrived quietly. Staff signed strict agreements. Some rooms were not listed on official plans. Nothing illegal was proven at the time, but patterns formed. When early complaints surfaced in the 2000s, they did not grow, they faded. Reports were delayed, cases reduced, outcomes softened. Epstein served a short sentence, then returned to freedom. Most men do not come back from prison unchanged. Epstein did. That was the first clear contradiction. Protection had not vanished, it had adapted. Years later, the past returned. Documents reopened. Witnesses spoke again. Public attention sharpened. In July 2019, Epstein was arrested on federal charges. This time, the scale was different. This time, the doors closed. And for the first time, Epstein lost control of the room. The island did not disappear after the arrest. It went quiet. Little St. James sat unchanged, but activity slowed. Flights stopped. Inside the legal system, attention moved faster. Testimonies were prepared. Names appeared in documents. Patterns were drawn. Epstein did not speak publicly. He prepared privately. Meetings with lawyers, changes to his will, legal strategies. Nothing suggested surrender. Then came detention. He was placed in a federal jail in Manhattan. High profile, high risk. The rules were clear. Frequent checks, camera monitoring, shared cell. For a brief time, he was under suicide watch. Then that changed. He was moved to a different cell, alone. Official reason, safety. But safety usually means more eyes, not fewer. On paper, supervision remained. In reality, it weakened. Meanwhile, the island waited. After Epstein's death, investigators would arrive there, but not yet. At this stage, the island was still untouched, still silent, like a closed book no one had opened. The most important detail came later. Epstein was not cut off. He received visits, he made calls, he planned motions. A man preparing to end his life usually leaves signs. Epstein left schedules. That fact did not prove anything, but it challenged simplicity. August 9th, 2019. Night settled over the jail. Nothing unusual was reported. Epstein was last seen alive late in the evening. He appeared calm, no visible distress. The guards on duty were experienced, overworked, short-staffed. Checks were required every 30 minutes. Logs showed the checks. Later, the guards admitted they were asleep. Both of them. For hours. Cameras outside the cell were not working. A technical failure. More than one camera. During the exact window when Epstein died. Inside the cell, no camera existed. At approximately 6:30 a.m., Epstein was found, hanging from a bedsheet tied to the bunk. Emergency procedures followed. Medical staff arrived. He was pronounced dead. The announcement came quickly: suicide. The speed mattered. Fast conclusions reduced questions, but questions appeared anyway. Why was he alone? Why were checks missed? Why did the cameras fail together? Each question alone seemed manageable. Together, they formed tension. Not proof, but pressure. The autopsy confirmed hanging, but details complicated the picture. Fractures in the neck bones, unusual according to some experts, normal according to others. Disagreement replaced certainty. The manner of death was ruled suicide. The cause was clear. The path was not. Independent experts were limited. Photographs were sealed. Epstein's family requested another examination. The conclusion: undetermined. Meanwhile, the jail came under scrutiny. Staff shortages were documented. Overtime was extreme. Warnings had been issued before. Decisions were traced: removing suicide watch, no replacement cellmate, incomplete supervision. No single action caused the death, but the system allowed it. In investigations, intent is not always personal. Sometimes it's structural. The jail failed. Whether that failure was passive or guided remained unanswered. After Epstein's death, the island was searched. Evidence was collected. Devices seized. Buildings documented. No dramatic revelations were released. Legal cases continued without the central figure. Some ended quietly. Others settled. The island was sold. Ownership changed. Physical traces faded. The official conclusion remained: suicide. The file closed. But closure is not resolution. A trial tests evidence. A death ends questions. Epstein's death stopped testimony. It froze timelines. It left facts without cross-examination. In logic, when an answer fits but feels incomplete, attention shifts to what cannot be tested. This case offered certainty on paper and uncertainty everywhere else. The man died. The system moved on. The questions stayed. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like, share, and comment if you have an idea, thoughts, or theory, and subscribe for more.